Hi guys, it's Shanae. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be trying out the Models Prefer Sunsetter eyeshadow palette. This just recently released and I've had a few requests to try it out and give my thoughts on the actual palette. I'll just open it up. I was lucky enough to get this in PR from Priceline, so they did send it to me. So this is what the palette looks like on the inside. As soon as I saw it, it definitely reminded me of the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. Unfortunately, I don't own that palette and I've never tried it, so I don't know like how they'd compare, but the vibes this palette's giving me definitely reminds me of that palette. So anyway, today I'm going to try out the palette. I'm going to do like a demo tutorial for you guys and I'll give you my thoughts on the palette as I'm using it, kind of giving you my review. I won't be doing any finger swatches. I just never do that. I find it really pointless because I want to know how it performs on my eye and not on my arm. That's just personal preference to me. I'm sure there's other people who have done finger swatches of this palette, so if I do find any of those videos, I'll have them linked down below for you guys. But anyway, let's just get straight into it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up for me, and I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids. So usually I would use my Tarte Shape Tape to prime my eyelids, but today I think I want to keep it a little bit more drugstore for you guys and stuff that's just more accessible for you. So what I'm going to use today is the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer, and this one's in the color 20 Light. I'm just going to take it on my beauty blender and just blend that all over the eyelid. I just want to show you guys that you can still create beautiful looks with drugstore makeup, and I really like this concealer as well. It's a really good one if you're after a good drugstore concealer. Okay, so I've got that concealer on my eyelids and now I'm going to sit it down with a pressed powder. This one's the Maybelline Matte Maker Powder. Okay, so the first color I think I want to take is this one right here, and I'm using a Morphe M503 brush. So when I'm dipping into this, it is very powdery and it's kicking up quite a lot. It is coating the brush really nicely. I'm just wondering if it's going to stick to the eyelid okay. I guess we're going to find out when we try it. Okay, so I'm going to use this color kind of on the inner part of the eye, but in the crease still. I just want to create kind of like a transition right here. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. That shade wasn't bad and it blended out pretty nicely as well. So taking the same brush, I'm going to dip into Vivid, which is the purple. I'm going to start working this on the outer corner of the eye. I'm going to make those two colors kind of meet. Okay, so I've got the purple on my eyes. It did take a little bit to blend out. It was a little bit difficult to work with. It did take building to get it to this color, and up here is quite patchy, like on my eyes. Like I just can't get rid of that harsh line. I have taken my pressed powder numerous times to try and blur this edge out, but it's just kind of stuck there. It's just very harsh. I don't know why. It looks like it's almost gone into my pores. So the next colors I'm going to use are Torched, and I'm also going to mix in Bonfire as well. And the brush I'm using is a Zoeva 231 brush. I'm going to try and deepen up the look a little bit more with these colors. I'm going to press this on the outer half of the eye as well. Is this what we become? So these two colors aren't really sticking to the eye. They're just kind of like falling off. I actually think the purple was nicer than both of the shades I've just picked up because it's just literally falling off my eye. I'm going back into the purple just to see if I can try and fix this up a little bit. So I'm not sure how I feel on the palette just yet. I feel like it's gone really muddy on my eyes. I'm sure it doesn't look too bad to some of you guys, but I feel like I'm just struggling to blend these shadows, and when I blend them, they just kind of all mush in together. I hope I'm making sense, but I just feel like, I don't know, it's just turning all into one color. I feel like you can't see my transition color really nicely, or like the orange. It's just kind of all gone into like a purple muddy mess. I really wish there was at least one more matte shade, just something that is a little bit darker than this brown right here, maybe like a darker chocolatey brown, just so it could deepen up the look a little bit more. Otherwise, this is as dark as your makeup's going to get when you use this palette. Okay, so for my lid shade, I think I'm going to go in with Starlight, which is this purple here. Okay, I'm struggling a little bit with the lid shade. I'm going to grab some setting spray. So the setting spray definitely did help. When you swatch these with your fingers, they actually look really beautiful, but it's just not really transferring to the brush very easily. I'm also going to take a little bit of Radiance on my finger. I'm just going to pop this on the middle of my eye to just bring a bit of light to the center there. You can see how different it applies with the finger. It really goes on there. It's just a little bit hard for me to maneuver like right on the inner corners if I needed to. Okay, I think I'm done with the eyeshadow for now. I'm going to do some liner and pop on some lashes and mascara. I'll probably do my foundation off camera and all that kind of stuff, and then I'll come back and give you my thoughts on the eyeshadow palette. But I'll show you guys my eyeliner and lashes, and I might show you my lip color, and that's it. And I'll just keep the video as a review for the eyeshadow palette. So for my eyeliner today, I'm going to use my Maybelline Studio Gel Liner, and I'm going to do kind of like a wing. Okay, so I'm just going to curl my lashes. I'm sorry if you didn't see much of me applying eyeliner. I just always lean too far down and you guys can never see. And then I have to like end up editing most of it out because my head is so far down. For mascara, I'm going to use my Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. And for lashes today, I'm going to use my Nakia Joy Cosmetic lashes in the style Chloe. Okay guys, so I've got my lashes on, they're drying down. I'm going to go off and do my face makeup, but I will have everything listed down below if you guys want to know what I do have on my face. And I'll come back with my final thoughts on the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I've gone and done my face makeup. Everything will be listed down below like I said before. Now I'm going to finish off my lower lash line and then I'll pick a lip color. I think I'm going to just do some kind of glossy nude today. I'm feeling something glossy. I think I'm going to mix Blaze and Vivid together, but I think I'll just start off with Blaze. And I'm just using a Zoeva pencil brush. Now I'm going into Vivid, which is the purple color, and I'm just going to mix them together. I'm just using the same mascara as I used before. I'm also going to grab that Maybelline liner again, and I'm just going to put some on the outer corner here, just to deepen it up a little bit more. So for my lip color today, I think I'll use this Maybelline lipstick in the color Raw Chocolate. Okay, so my lip color turned out a little darker than I expected, so I think I'm going to put a nude gloss over the top and see what that looks like. I've got the ColourPop I Love Sadai Ultra Glossy Lip in the color Curvy. Okay, so I've got my lipstick on and I did put a bit of foundation on the center just to lighten it up a little bit. I typically wouldn't put this kind of lip color with this eye look, but I actually think it looks pretty nice. It's a little bit different. I also did go off and like fix my hair and everything. Okay, so coming back to the palette and my thoughts on it, I just feel a bit torn on it. Like I liked it, but I felt like there was a lot of work involved to build the colors up. I did have a look online and this retails for $19.99 at Priceline. So that's Australian dollars. I personally think you could probably get better eyeshadow palettes from like ColourPop or BH Cosmetics, but I know that's kind of annoying because then you have to order that online. If you are Australian, this is easy, it's accessible. It wasn't a bad palette, like it could have been totally worse than what it was. I just don't feel like that excited about it, that's all. I really think if they had at least one more dark brown shade, like darker than this, that was matte, I think that would have made it a lot better because that way you can actually deepen up your eye look. I still feel like I need to try out more of the shimmers to see how I feel about them. They are quite beautiful. The colors in this palette are really, really nice. I don't think the eyeshadow is a bad price for Australian dollars, and I think it's nice that we've got some different colors in here than what we normally have in our drugstores, because here in Australia we don't have a lot of options for drugstore eyeshadows. Like for us, I feel like we have to order off ColourPop or BH Cosmetics if we want to get something a little bit different. This is typically an eyeshadow palette you don't really see around in our chemists or pharmacies. So saying that, if you are after these colors, I think it is handy that this is in Priceline. I have a feeling the eyeshadow palette might be a limited edition, so if you are after it, maybe pick it up soon. But coming down to my thoughts, like I'm not overly excited about the palette, but I'm not disappointed either. I just feel like I don't need this eyeshadow palette in my life. It's not really calling out to me. And as for quality, I just feel like it kind of hits the middle. Like, it's not bad, but it's not amazing. It's kind of just like, it's all right. Like, it looks really beautiful on the eyes, but I did have to, you know, work pretty hard to get it to look quite nice, and you have to build up the colors to get it to look this pigmented. Anyway, guys, I hope this video did help you out. If you've got any questions, you can ask them down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for me. Come follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, or Instagram, and I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye.